Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Jenny Jaguar, and you are now in the Jaguar's Den. So, this space is dedicated to anyone on the path of deep healing, intuitive awakening, and overcoming toxic traits or karmic cycles that are damn near impossible to break free from. Now, if you're returning, I apologize for the delay. Um, I mean, I have a life and a healing journey to go on myself, so excuse the fuck out of me. But anyhow, about to get into a Sagittarius blockages and priorities reading. So before I get into anything, I'm just gonna get an energy check for my Sagittarius because I hate when people watch these videos and say, "This don't sound nothing like me." And why did you watch the entire video? So anyhow, so let's just see if this is even your energy, okay? Before you even go any further, all right? So, Spirit, can you give me the current energy for my Sagittarius placement? Oh, that's too much. One more. Okay, well, I have an Eight of Swords and a Wheel of Fortune. Can you clarify this Wheel of Fortune? Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. High Priestess, Queen of Swords, Page of Cups, Five of Swords. Okay, so the wheel on this Wheel of Fortune is reminding me of a phone. So maybe it's like some phone calls, some phone conversation. You're trying to get clarity about something. Maybe there's somebody that has answers. I don't know. It's kind of seeming like somebody who okay, I can take this one or two ways. If the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords are the same person, this could be like they're into it. Somebody who's like very critical, technical, analytical, intelligent, okay, clear-minded. They could catch somebody slipping on something and just be like, wait, something ain't kosher. And they're questioning somebody who did something shisty, basically, with the Page of Cups, Five of Swords. Because I'm assuming that the Page of Cups is okay. So right before, I was literally trying to channel your energy, and I was right before I got on, I was like channeling. While I was channeling your energy, I got into the mindset of the incident of me having a package issue come up. And so in my head, I was thinking, because I had did a change of address and I had tried to notify the deliverer of the package of my change of address prior to, but for some reason the ball was dropped in multiple areas, no matter how many times I tried to fix it. And so I ended up calling USPS because they said that the location that it was shipped to was vacant. And so I'm assuming they were talking to my old address. And I was like, well, I did a change of address. So I called, and the lady was really nice on the phone and was just saying, oh, yes, you did do a change of address, but let's just see. Um, and so I was explaining, like, okay, I did try to catch it on the other end of the area. And so then I was explaining area to how a mishap uh, could have been, the ball could have been dropped on somebody else's part. And so basically she was like, oh yeah, well, you know what? Well, there's your answer. And I was like, all right, is there anything else I can help you with? I was like, no, um I still want a case taken out, a claim taken out on my change of address, because if I've gotten a letter of a confirmation saying that my change of address, oh Lord. So let me just wait till this gets done. Oh, sorry. So anyway, like if I've gotten confirmation that a change of address was made, then the package should have been redirected to my new address in the least. So I don't know. It was just something like that. So as it pertains to you and your scenario, you may be stuck in some indecision or unsure about something. And when you go and ask for clarity or something about a certain situation, you may see them stumbling over their words or have them just be like, oh yeah, you know what? Of course, that you may in the conversation try to like put the blame on something else, like, well, you know, it could be this, this, and that, but they're like, oh no, no, yeah, that's exactly what it is. You know what? You're right. And so I don't just a way to get over on something. So maybe something weird was done. I know it's taking a long time for me to get this out, but um, Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So maybe Ten of Cups with the Knight of Wands. So maybe it's some family member that is like here today, gone tomorrow. Somebody you can't really depend on. And you try to question, and it's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna ask you no more questions because I don't want you to lie to my face no more. But I see you. Energies involved. Aquarius. I would say any water sign with the Page of Cups, as well as air signs. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Heavy on the Pisces with the High Priestess. And Gemini once again. And fixed sign. What is Jupiter? Oh yeah, I'm Sagittarius. That's your energy. So there you go. Those are the signs. Now let's get into it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's get into your priorities. Taking it a little bit old school today. Going to get insight on your priorities as it pertains to love, career, and self-development. Holy Spirit, can you give me insight on my Sagittarius placements, priorities, and love, career, and self-development? Okay, you got some majors in career, self-development. What do we have for love? Okay, love, not so much. Let's see. Was that supposed to be? Okay, maybe it is. You know what? Nine of Cups came out in reverse, and I clarified whether it was supposed to be reversed. And we got the no here. But notice the card to clarify was the Eight of Cups. So maybe after being unhappy in a certain situation, you either emotion, since the Eight of Cups is like leaving, I'm getting this as like emotionally detaching, having a change of heart, uh, seeing a particular situation differently in order to bring balance into the situation. And so take it, flip it, smack it, rub it down, however it resonates. Have the World card at the bottom of the deck. All right, so starting with love. Let's see. All right, here we go. I'm just going to use this deck. All right, Holy Spirit, can you give me insights on my Sagittarius's priorities for the month of June as it pertains to relationships with this Nine of Cups? Maybe something in relationships is going to make you happy and you're going to feel balanced and loved. Maybe a coming together or a mending of a relationship. All right, so your priority right now is Nine of Cups. So maybe that's you staying in the emotional vibration of happiness so more can align with you. I don't know. What's blocking you though? Seven of Pentacles. Maybe it's hard for you to see progress because you don't have your goals yet. This just reminded me. I was like talking to a coaching client today, and they were just telling me about all of these all these changes that they made, and how much insight and knowledge that they have soaked in and started using to adjust in their health and life, as far as managing their weight and overcoming chronic conditions. But at this time, they were not able to step on the scales. And when I was asking them, I was like, so, I'm gonna say, like, have you seen like your weight change? Like, have you weighed yourself? Like, I can't weigh myself right now, and honestly, I'm a little afraid to, because I was like, when she was explaining all these things, and I asked her about her weight, and she was like, I'm afraid to. I was like, why? Where is this disconnect? Like, why do you not feel like all of this work you've been putting in is not going to yield results? And just like, I don't know. That's a good question. So maybe that's something you're dealing with. You trying to figure out, you maybe putting in a lot of work, maybe too much work towards a particular goal, and you are afraid to see your progress or see the results because you don't want to hear or see failure. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Anywho, things you need to change. Queen of Cups, compassionate, comfort, calm, helping, emotionally stable. So this could be one or two things. So this could be you being too compassionate, you being too loving, considering the Queen of Cups has her cup closed. This could be you being too bottled up. This could also be a woman figure or water sign in your life that you need to let go of. Let's see. Can you clarify this Queen of Cups as it pertains to what my Sagittarius placements need to change when it comes to their relationships? Oh, it's a feminine energy. Okay. Who is this? Can you tell me more about this feminine energy, Queen of Cups? This came out sideways. Three's a crowd. Maybe this is somebody. Now, this could be either somebody who has put you in a third party situation, or this could be somebody who is like the middleman or the third party in a family dispute that you have with somebody. This could be like a mother figure coming in between two siblings. Um, and like going to one and be like, that's okay, baby. You know what? She gonna come around. And then going back to you and be like, that's okay, baby. She gonna come around. Or he gonna come around. Flip it, smack it, rub it down, however it resonates. Anything else to clarify the feminine energy? Anything else to clarify this feminine energy? Ooh, toxic behavior, lesson learned. So this is somebody you already learned your lesson to. Expansion, high vibes, argument, conflicts. So this is giving one or two things with the expansion, high vibe. Expansion, high vibes. Maybe this person, you know, their angry, toxic ways and you have elevated above it. It could be, you know, how they get when they get drunk or under the influence, and it always leads to arguments. So, whatever the extent, maybe something happened over this summer between this person where you had an argument, where you learned your lesson. Maybe there will be a romantic gesture in the summer. And with that, you need to remember the lesson you learned the first time. Okay. Take it, flip it, smack it, rub it, and however it resonates. Okay. It ain't my life. And remember, this is a general reading. So, this ain't got shit to do with you, okay? Probably don't. I don't know. It's your life. Okay, now, helpful outside influences. Wheel of Fortune, luck is on your side. Karma, destiny, the fates. May the odds forever be in your favor. And it is. All right. So something is going to happen. Maybe you're going to get communication from them. Maybe that is the thing that's going to make you happy, like the communication that you'll get from them. I don't know. The outcome of it, though, Four of Swords, it will give you peace and rest. Considering how the Eight of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, it may be clarity on where you stand with them, how they really feel. I don't know, some kind of reconciliation possibly. Okay, dokie, that is that on the relationships. We're going to move on to career. And I'm going to use the Entrepreneur Oracle deck. So whether you have a 9 to 5 or an entrepreneur, we don't take it, flip it, smack it, rub it down, however it resonates, okay? I'm going to do what I can. All right, so right now for your career, we have the Temperance. So maybe you just got a new elevation in your job. Maybe you're getting a promotion. Maybe somebody is looking out for you. Maybe you're getting clients, recognition, awards. I don't know, but something that's going to make you feel validated and balanced. And you know what? You may find passion in what you're doing as your job. Like this is like your sole purpose. Because what I'm saying right now, I'm looking at this 9 of Cups. This is like somebody like really happy, like, yes, and with the 9 cups all behind them, like, I am happy with the work that I have done. Look at my showcase. Look at what I've done. Like, you're just like showcasing, I'm hearing like plaques or awards, whatever it is that you do. And maybe when you show or do what you do, that shit looks heavenly. And what I'm looking with the Temperance and the Lovers, like, these faces, like the person on the Lovers doesn't look too much different from Temperance. So maybe you're making matchmaker, Maybe you are doing something with people. If you are a tarot reader or something, maybe you are um, healing energies. This is like cups are emotions. So you are like helping people navigate emotions. So you're allowing God to work through you. If you are in a service caregiving type job, you're allowing spirit to move through you. And people look up to you, they feel seen, heard. The naked people on the lovers, they got their wang out, but you know what? They feel comfortable. So this does give me like somebody who may be in like the healthcare setting and they just all out there and they just like, oh, thank you. Cause you know now a lot of people ain't gonna be excited to be showing their flaws to people. Oh, but they'll let it hang out for you, Sagittarius. So I don't know what it is, but you know, maybe they're like, oh, there you go. They just want a little something, something. I don't know. Don't look too good on the job, Sagittarius. Now, what your priority is to stay balanced. So maybe whatever is happening to you, you're not supposed to let it go to your head. All right. And so let's see if we can get a little bit more insight. What is blocking you? Oh, you're trying to move too fast. Slow down came out. Sometimes you need to slow down, get out of overwhelm, refresh, and regroup in order to speed up your results. So maybe you're trying to rush a process that takes time, baby. You are fine wine. All right. Now, things you need to change. Mastermind, join a community of entrepreneurs who can give you the love, support, and feedback you need to achieve your dreams. So maybe you are currently not in the right rooms or not in the right groups of people who can help you. Or if you are, you need to maybe change how you interact with them. It could be that if you do feel like you need to join a community, maybe you don't. I don't know, child. Let me clarify. Child, it can be anything. Spirit, can you clarify what you mean by mastermind? For what my Sagittariuses need to change? Let me clarify mastermind. Ace of Swords. Ooh. Nine of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. With the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So this is giving me, if you're part of a mastermind or a community, you need to break free. The Ace of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. This is giving me the energy like, oh, you're the truth. And this Nine of Pentacles is looking over at the Three of Pentacles. But you know what? The Three of Pentacles was clarified by the Six of Pentacles, which means the Nine of Pentacles. So that is giving me the energy of somebody that can... You're sitting here trying to be in rooms that you can create abundance, the same amount of abundance with by yourself. So you're asking people for support that are probably not in the same mental capacity as what you're capable of, what you envision of creating. And so maybe that's why you feel stuck in what you're doing, because it's like you're too big for the program. I don't know. Please take it for whoever this resonates with. Now, if you feel like you somebody that's like, oh, I keep trying to join groups and communities, but I never feel it. I can never find the right person, because you don't need nobody, boo boo. You can do it by your goddamn self. For real. By my goddamn self. Okay? Go listen to the great Yin Yang Twins, okay? And their song, by, I don't know, by myself. I don't know whatever that song is, but for real, by my goddamn self. All right? If you know what I'm talking about. Empress at the bottom of the deck. You are bad all by yourself. So take it, flip it, smack it, rub it down, however you resonate. Um, let's see. Helpful outside influences. Publicize. Stop hiding behind your computer. Get publicity for your brand. Be bold and visible in your market. Be the rock star that you are. So maybe you're hiding behind a computer, a phone, when you need to get out and be around and talk and see people. Let people see your light, and let people see spirit work through you. I don't know, child. Take it as resonates. All right. So the outcome: prioritize. Narrow your focus. Split energy leads to poor results. Prioritize your most important task, business task. Prioritize your most important business tasks and get them done first. Anything else to go along with that? Collaborate. Business can be lonely. Find lucrative ways to collaborate with others to build both of your brands. So maybe you do need to analyze the communities that you're in and find communities you can collaborate with that can collectively build money with you. I don't know. I don't. Maybe Sagittarius, you're working with people that there's no reciprocity, or there's no like financial. I don't. Maybe you get what you need in certain ways, but the way that you really need it, as far as a business, like it ain't coming in. So yeah. Anything else to go along with this? Flow, get more done by entering the flow state, completely and joyfully focus on what you're working on without multitasking. So maybe this can go one or two ways. Either you're going to learn to prioritize what tasks you need to be done and find a group or community that can help get tasks done for you so you can focus on the things that really work, or that your area of focus. Yeah, this is like finding a community that, so say for instance, like me working by myself, I hold on, wait, let me go. Hold on. Okay, so me working by myself, I would have to get coaching clients. I would have to do the marketing, the coaching, the follow up, the coding, all that good stuff, like everything that goes on with the business. But working with a team, part time where I work, I have somebody that does, if I want to do a program or an event, I have somebody that does that for me. I have somebody that can schedule appointments for me. I have people that can do the marketing and can schedule everything for me. Like all of that gets done for me. So as far as making it easier, Yes, it's easier for me to do that, but as far as financially, could I be making more on my own? Yes, but do I want to do all that work? I don't know. So it's like finding that happy medium, or me finding the perfect business structure in a personal coaching business to where I could do it on my own and not need all that other good stuff. So I don't know, something about that may be applicable to you in your career. All right, so maybe spirit is telling you that you need to move on. I don't know, please take it, flip it, smack it, rip it down, however it resonates. Because I don't know, considering there's lovers out here, maybe it's time for you to make a choice on what you really want. Like, do you want to do all that work, or do all that work and trying to do it all by yourself, or do you want to work in a group and have support? The choice is yours. Oh. I saw 4 legs walking by, and I don't have my glasses on. And at first, I thought it was a dog. It was just 2 people walking side by side. That's funny. All right, so last thing we're gonna do is personal development. I was like, what did I like to do with this one? Hold on. All right, as it pertains to personal development or self-development, you did get the lovers. And what I'm saying from the lovers, it is that you do have a choice on what you want to be happy and what you feel like you need to be happy. So let's see. Holy Spirit, can you give me more info on this lovers card? So your priority right now is a lover, so I guess it is a choice. What is blocking you right now? Reassess. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what bring you joy and who and what don't. It's time for some life cleanup. Maybe you haven't taken time to reassess. I don't know. Take it, flip it, smack it, rub it down, however it resonates. Okay. I don't know. Things you need to change, resolution. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want, but being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. This is giving the energy of like maybe a resolution is that you won't get a resolution, and you're just going to have to move on with the fact that you won't get the answer or the desire you may get. Or it could be like, can you find happiness without having whatever it is that you want in your life? It's like, okay, so if you did not have XYZ, would you still be happy? If you have TUV and W, would you still be happy? Or would you still be unhappy if you had all the letters in the alphabet except for X, Y, and Z? I'm trying your life. The things you need to change, check in. So when you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in with how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier, excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It's always so helpful. So maybe that is your helpful outside influence, that you are able to check in. Maybe you consistently check in. Maybe you haven't checked in lately. Maybe it's time for you to check in. Everyone's like, I feel like it's so important for people to not only check in with like their health and their vitals, but to like check in with a mental health provider or like a health coach or a life coach at least monthly or quarterly, just to make sure you are on track with who you want to be and what you want out of life. Because there's so many people that stay stuck and continuously doing things over and over again, but still being unfulfilled either in their health, their happiness, or their career. And some of them are staying in those predicaments because they feel like that they have no other choice to, like, there's like they wouldn't change. It reminds me of like a coaching client. He has a full, beautiful, successful life. Never got much sleep. Is always up around 5 a.m. Always going to sleep around 10 or 11 at night. Never really gets any sleep. Never got any sleep ever. Always been like a caregiver. And so I kind of mentioned to him, I was like, you say you exercise. I believe you. I'm not telling you it's not to exercise. Most of your meals, your wife cooks at home. Y'all started eating healthier. You're on this Wegovy. At some point, we have to start looking at something other than your health habits that's contributing to your hypertension and your high cholesterol. High cholesterol, telltale sign of that's stress. Hypertension, stress. Prediabetes, stress. So if you're sitting here doing all this stuff and you're sitting here saying you love your life, you would do anything for your health and family, but yet and still it's slowly killing you, but yet and still you're saying, I would do anything for them, but I want to be able to live a long life for them. Because that man had 2 daughters and a wife, like working 2 jobs to provide for them. Noble thing. And you could see I could hear like the disconnect, like the fighting of his mind within himself, because he was like, I would do anything for them. Like, you're not going to tell me like I can't stop doing anything, that I wouldn't change anything for them. Like, I'd wake up early in the morning for my daughter again because she had like a health condition. And so I'm like, yo, that's good. But at the same time, it is costing you your health. So at some point, you're going to have to find time to squeeze in more time for rest. And that is a troubling thing for people to understand. Like, even though you're doing a lot of great, you're maybe helping a whole bunch of people, you're doing a lot of good, but something you're attached to is not helping you get healthier. It's hurting you. Something you're holding on to is hurting you, but you won't let go. So you need to check in with yourself and figure out what that stuff is, okay? You may not like the resolution, but if it'll help you live longer. And another thing I was saying, like, maybe you holding your boundaries will help those people become better versions of themselves. Because those people, they be like, because I was talking to a guy and he was talking about how he was good friends with one brother and he was helping out the younger brother, and he was like, after 1 week of helping out the younger brother, he was like, y'all are 2 completely different people. And so that just goes to show you, like, yes, y'all may be related, but your mindset can be completely different. And then he was like, the guy, he's not a bad guy, but just like just a little rough around the edges. He still got some growing to do. And so it's those people that they're good, but they still have some growing to do. When they do things that that kind of grind your gears, that isn't right or is a little sly, like, you need to check them. You need to stand on business and let them know what it is, because that is going to help them become the best version of themselves. If not, they're going to go to somebody else that's going to keep them in them same bad habits. They're not a bad person, but those bad habits can keep them limited in some way. And you allowing it to hold you back in whatever way is not going to help you. So, I don't know. It is what it is. TED Talks over. Jenny Hushing. Uh, let's see. There's a helpful outside influence, but the outcome, receive. Okay? You're being asked to be open to receive universal gifts. This could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. Okay? So whenever you hold out different boundaries, this is basically just sounding like Spirit is waiting for you to pass a test. Okay? Anything else to go on with this? Jump in. You're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyway. This is that time. All right. So, I don't know, child. Surrender is at the bottom of the deck. So maybe there's something you need to surrender. You're being asked to let go of your need to control each part of your life and surrender to the universe. Control is an illusion and it's exhausting to try to hold on to it. Let it go and allow yourself to enjoy the relief that comes from doing so. All right. So let's close it. One last spiritual message to put a little pep in your step. One final message for my Sagittarius placements. Okay. One last message for my Sagittarius placements. Says where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. Don't compare yourself to others. That only adds pressure. Take each day as it comes and for what it is. You are a better person than you were yesterday. Growth isn't easy, but you got this. And card at the bottom of the deck says, make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. You need to know your worth even when others don't. You are not what people think of you. All right. So Sagittarius, I hope this helps. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna change the monthly layout of the readings, so I don't always feel pressured to pump out so much with my schedule change. Okay, so updates will be made on Saturday, so just check into my schedule on my channel then on updates. And until then, all right.